Hello, this is Deirdre from Stepping Stones Coaching, and I'd like to say to you, however we have come to be here, from the very heart of Stepping Stones, welcome. I want to do another video. I'm doing it in the car again, just for the fun of it, and I am calling it Wisdom at the Wheel. I don't know where this is going, but anyway, it's a bit of fun. So, I've just had an amazing day. I've just spent the day with my family, my family members, and when I was coming up the road there, I was thinking to myself, God, my life's great, and I feel so at peace, and I remember a time that, I wouldn't have been able to spend the day with my family. Now, it wasn't because we didn't love each other, but we just didn't know how to be together. We just didn't know how to do it. Somebody would have said something would have happened, and it would all have gone. But that's not the case today. And why is that? Well, it's very interesting for me to observe it, but I do believe that we're all emotionally evolved. We've learned a lot. We've come a whole lot of different ways to it. A lot of circuitous routes to get there. But because we have persisted and just continuously sought the answer, we've got it. And we've all got it in different ways. But the result of it is amazing. It really, really is. So I was thinking, how did I get here? How has this come about? So I was writing an article for Facebook during the week, and it reminded me of my 12-step recovery, Al-Anon. I was in Al-Anon for 10 years, and that was definitely a pivotal part of my life. Pain's always the leverage. Pain got me in there, but when I got into it, I realised, oh my Lord, there's another way to live. And I remember hearing the phrase, the abnormal has become normal. That was the first time I heard it. And so what they said to me was that my state of anxiety, fear, isolation, stress, constant worrying, that was normal to me. That had become normal. And I thought, that's right. Oh my Lord. And what they showed me was another way to live. So that was really, really big for me. And I learned a lot in Fast EFT, or in 12-step recovery, but I still didn't know how to deal with my emotions. They introduced me to it, kind of thing. It was kind of like the door opened a wee bit. And so after that came life coaching. And that was great, because when I found out about life coaching and I realised that I didn't have to stay in the past, that I could set goals and move forward. And I had my own life coach first, and then I actually became a life coach. And so that was great. But it still wasn't everything. And then came Faster EFT. And Faster EFT really was the final piece in the jigsaw, because it gave me the skills to deal with my emotions. 12 steps showed me that it was okay to have emotions, but Faster EFT really did show me how to feel the feelings, release the feelings, and let them go. And really did show me how to let go of my past. That I am not my story. That's not who I am. So then, that's what I do today. Then I help other people. So that might sound like it's all very sequential and ordered, and you did this, Deirdre, then you did this, then you did this, but that is not the way it was. Because in the mix of all of that, there's a lot of fear, a lot of pain, a lot of tears, a lot of healing, a lot of starting all over again, a lot of days when you think, oh my God, what am I going to do? So how can I fast track you? Well, I do know that the pivotal part of Fast EFT for me was when I realised that I needed to take full ownership of my life. And because I'll tell you, in the beginning, I had my sessions with Robert Smith, and they were expensive. I was spending a lot of money, and I was feeling guilty because I wasn't feeling the hugest changes that I do now. And the reason that I didn't feel those in the beginning was because I was still depending on Robert Smith to save my life. I didn't tap in between sessions. We had our 2-hour session, and then I didn't tap again until the next time. So now when I'm working with clients, I tell them the people who tap in between are the people who get faster changes. And what's the difference among those people? It's the people who are tapping are the people who have taken ownership. Okay? A practitioner can't do it for you. A practitioner will do it with you, but you need to do the rest of the work. It's not just sessions. There's a whole package. One of them, for example, is the gratitude diary. And one of my good friends, Diana Cottle, she actually made a video about this week. And it's a great video. Go and watch it. But the gratitude diary is so important for a number of reasons. We have become experts at feeling not good. And what we want to do is get better at feeling good. So that's what the gratitude diary gives you. It actually helps you to produce, feeling grateful produces a chemical in your brain called oxytocin. And it actually is a physical thing. You feel better, okay? But the thing about it is you have to do it. You have to write your diary every night. Now, I remember the time when I didn't do that. Then I remember the time when I did. And every night I wrote 5 things that I was grateful for. And so that's where the discipline comes in. You need to be disciplined. That's what taking ownership means. Now, I think partly for me and for other people, we're kind of stuck in our childhood in some way, emotionally stuck. And when we have the ability to release and let it all go with Faster EFT, we actually begin to grow up. And what does growing up mean? Well, it doesn't mean growing serious, heaven forbid. But what it does mean is taking ownership, being disciplined. That discipline is actually a good thing, okay? And when you're disciplined, you do the things you're supposed to do. You do write your gratitude diary every night. You do drink your water every day. You do eat more healthily. Now, you don't have to do it all in a day, but you gradually do it. And what you do is you practice over and over and over again. So if there's a day when you eat well, and then there's a day when you don't eat so well, you just start all over again. And you do it over and over and over again. And gradually, with doing it all, the whole thing starts to finally shift. And that's the way it works. So it's not just tapping in your sessions. It's much, much bigger than that. It's about taking ownership for your whole life. Taking responsibility. Now, responsibility is a loaded word. So I like to say to my clients, take charge. You're in charge now. So it's safe to grow up. It's time to grow up. It's safe to take charge of your life. And when you do that, your whole world really does change. It's absolutely mind-blowing. It really, really is. So do your gratitude diary. What else can you do? Start thinking about other people. Not always thinking about yourself. You know, I was one of those people, very, very focused on me all the time. So what does that mean, thinking about other people? Well, do voluntary work. Do something. Help somebody else. This is a thing you can do. You can give blood. Here in the UK, in Ireland, we can volunteer to give blood. Doesn't cost you anything, but there's a real feel-good with that. Do something like that. The other thing you can do, and I've done this and it's good fun, do something for somebody anonymously. So there's no payback, there's no, oh, you're great. But inside, it is the greatest thing. You really do feel good. Give stuff away. I've practiced this too. I've given stuff, especially things that are quite precious to me. I've practiced giving them away if somebody else wants them. Okay? The feel good, the discipline of it is incredible. So those are other things that I have done besides tapping. Okay? It's a whole package. The thing about discipline is not to beat yourself up if you don't do something. If you don't get up and go to the gym or whatever, don't beat yourself up. Just forgive yourself and do it again. So there's a lot of repetition in the work that I do to make my life good. And that's what I give to my clients. There's a whole thing that we do. It's not just the tapping. So that's how my life has got to be where it is today. I'm so, so grateful. I'm so happy. I'm so at peace. I'm so content. I'm so excited. And that's why I want to share all this with you. My greatest wish for you is that you can feel as happy and content as I do. And I know that if things get challenged, that I will reach out to other people for help. I will take care of myself. I place the value in me. And that's what makes it all good. Oh yeah, the last thing, develop a sense of humour. Yes, you do all this work. And it is hard work at times. But try and keep your sense of humour. I always remember the time that I actually noticed on Robert Smith's videos that he finished them by saying, you know something, be nice to you. And I say that all the time now. Be nice to you. Let yourself off the hook. Yes, it is big work. And it is big work. I'm not minimising it. But on the other hand, just lighten up. Take it easy. Life's a game. It's all a bit of fun. We're all going to die. It's all going to be over. So just enjoy the journey as best you can. I hope this has helped you. I think it's a bit of crack just doing it in the car. It's a bit different, whatever. And I'm just so happy and contented with my life. And I feel so grateful. I'm not going to go on. I'm going to stop now. But I hope whatever you're doing today, you have a really good one. If you want me to do a video on something, please put a comment at the bottom of this. Please let me know. Spread it, share it with other people, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.